From the students of the Department of Meteorology and Atmospheric Science, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good morning from the Penn State Campus Weather Service. I'm Hannah George. Happy Thursday. Right now we're looking at a current temperature of about 37. Some beautiful skies over Beaver Stadium, but definitely a little bit cooler out there. So wherever you're heading, take a jacket. And take that jacket wherever you are in Pennsylvania, basically. You can see things are definitely cool out there, staying in those upper 30s, low 40s. Places like Philly down there, they're a little bit warmer at 49, but they usually get lucky with that. The rest of us have to deal with the cold. Taking a look at the radar, you can see those clouds are kind of starting to move on in. And as those clouds move on in, there's going to be some rain behind it. But I'm going to say let's not worry about that rain until tomorrow, or at least overnight. Today is a pretty nice day. We're going to see a high in those lower 60s. You can see around 3 p.m., 5 p.m. we're going to stay a little bit warmer. So it's almost the weekend. If you get the chance, I say go outside. Enjoy a nice October day in Pennsylvania. Taking a look further with that radar, you can see tonight that system slowly moving in around noon. Tomorrow, you can see it's just about to hit State College. Once it hits us, it's going to scatter us with some showers throughout the day. Nothing too crazy rain-wise, but there are definitely going to be some showers, so be prepared for that. Those will move out by Saturday. We'll probably be left with a little bit of clouds earlier in the day Saturday, but hopefully no rain. Today, a high of 62, like I mentioned, in the low 60s. Partly cloudy out there. Not a crazy amount of sun, but that sun is definitely going to be shining its way through as much as it can. But we're lucky we have those clouds, because then tonight is not going to get too cool. We're going to be seeing a low of 50 today with those clouds increasing because that rain is coming right behind it with a high of 61 tomorrow. So it's still staying a little bit warmer, but there are going to be those showers like I mentioned. Now, let's take a look at what really matters. Saturday, we got a big game. If you're in Ohio, if you're in Columbus and you're tailgating, you're going to be seeing a temperature of about 47 degrees during those tailgates since it is a little earlier in the day. Probably no rain, maybe a droplet here or there, but mainly just some heavy clouds. Those clouds are going to move out just a little. By kickoff, we'll be seeing a temperature of 53 degrees with that sun coming through just a tad bit, and it's going to come through even more by the fourth quarter. Their high is about 60 in Columbus on Saturday, so almost at their high by the fourth quarter with some sun and clouds there and a little bit of wind mixed in. But that one's going to affect the game more than us, I'd assume. Now, let's take a look at your 7-day here. As mentioned today, that high of 62 and some clouds, some sun. Tomorrow, that high of 61 with that precipitation coming on in. Saturday, it's going to cool down a little bit with that high of 56. Pretty windy out there and cloudy as well. Sunday, it'll cool down even more, just a tad bit. Sun's going to peak out, though, with that high of 54. Monday, cool down even just a smidgen more with that sun still sticking around, mainly sunny that day with that high of 52. Tuesday, things warm on up with a high of 57, but you see that there, frost. So look at that low on Monday, a low of 33. So there is a chance Tuesday morning when you wake up, there's going to be some frost out there. I know, crazy, but hey, it happens. Wednesday, that high of 65. Beautiful day. A little more clouds that day, but still a really good temperature for what we're moving into late, mid-October. Really good out there. All right. That's all for me. Once again, I'm Hannah George for the Penn State Campus Weather Service. Have a wonderful day.